guys, this is the playoff picture right here. So these 5 teams, top 5, have clinched playoff berths with Kyle and Adam have already clinched first round byes because they're 2 games ahead of third place. So they will finish in the top 2. All right, so Will, Ben, and Luke have also made playoffs. Next, the 6 through 9, Kyle, Besa, Mike, Joey, and Nick have a chance at getting that last playoff spot. And it's possible that all 4 of these teams finish with a 6-7 record. So it'll come down to the tiebreaker, and that's decided by points. Currently, right now, Mike has the most points. Kyle Besa is 34 behind him. Joey is 90 points behind Mike, and Nick is 120 points behind Mike. We'll talk more about this group later when I talk about the Week 13 matchups. But lastly, we've got these 3 teams down here, Brian, Curtis, and Timmy, that are, well, Timmy's guaranteed to be in the Sacco, and Brian and Curtis are fighting to avoid the Sacco. All right, so here we got our Week 13 matchups. So the first one, 3 Will versus 4 Ben. This matchup will just determine who plays who in playoffs, but it doesn't really have any playoff implications. All right, next we got Adam versus Brian. Okay, so I can avoid the Sacco with a win or a Curtis loss. There's also an interesting case where if I lose and Curtis wins, but if I score about 20 more points more than Curtis, he'll go to the Sacco because I can take over the tiebreaker. I'm only about 20 points behind him. Luke versus Curtis. Okay, so Curtis avoids the Sacco with a win, and if I lose, and he also has to hold on to that point lead. And Luke already made playoffs, so it doesn't matter for him. All right, so this is the most interesting matchup of the week. It's Kyle Besa versus Mike, and that's because the winner of this game makes playoffs, pretty much. And that's because, if Mike wins, he pretty much owns the tiebreaker over Joey and Nick because they're so far behind. But they're not eliminated yet. The next matchup we've got is Nick versus Timmy. So in order to make playoffs, Nick needs to win. He needs a Kyle Besa loss / a Mike win. And he needs 120 more points than Mike. Not too likely. And then lastly, we've got Joey versus Kyle Ernsberger. To make playoffs, Joey needs to win. He needs Kyle Besa to lose and Mike to win. And he needs 90 more points than Mike. Again, not very likely. So that's why I said that the most exciting matchup of the weekend will be Kyle Besa versus Mike for that last playoff spot. Oh, and then if I didn't talk about, so Timmy's guaranteed to make Sacco. Kyle's guaranteed to be, in the top 2. And then Adam up here, also guaranteed in the top 2. All right, so that's what we got going on in Week 13. See you guys later.